Alrighty, so let me go and put this in the chat. There we go. There we are. And of course, my. So we are on StreamYard, and hopefully I will put the. Alright.
Hey,
How are ya?
I'm doing great. All right,
Okay.
sorry, just getting my camera set up here.
Yeah, go ahead. For Phoenix as well. So once it gets in, we'll go ahead and start.
Okay. Like I was saying yesterday, though, next time we were able to chat like this, I would explain the gimmick to you.
Yeah, I think the live stream's working and everything. So when I end the live stream here,
Okay.
I can go
Yeah, I'll
grab
do that when you end it later.
Yeah, I'll put that over actually to the side here. There we go. Yeah, so nobody's really here right now.
Good.
Going in the live.
Good but bad. Good but bad.
So this is the
All right.
that it comes with. It comes that little king in the front, and then the kind of cards.
Oh, I thought you were asking me about the Jack one.
Oh, yeah, there's this one. That's the king one. And then there's the. Let's see if I can grab it from.
I mean, I can probably answer you on the king one, too,
Yeah.
but I know you were asking about the Jack one, so.
Yeah, there's the Jack and the king one. They're both the same thing, but there's the Jack one too. If I can find it. Let's see. Jackity Jack. Yeah, we'll just we'll use my other decks I have. I actually got two duplicates or two of these because I got my mom and my deck of cards still. Because we both got from that convention. So I'm like, well, I'll just take yours then. Because she doesn't really understand what gimmicks are and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm literally the only family magician family, actually. So I'm like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not really one of those magicians that would say, "Hey, I'm one of the," or there are many magicians in my family or anything like that. I'm not one of those people.
When you pull out the gimmick, go ahead and also pull out your other 4 jacks. So we can get. So you can get a side by side of what I'm going to show you.
Yeah, and we are waiting for Phoenix, so I'm going to go ahead and email him real quick as well. Tell him I'm live.
All right. Yeah, because I don't have the gimmick. I have the jacks, though. I can show you the trick.
Yeah. Our medical card tricks instead of Alex's Magical Ventures to Phoenix. Oh, jeez.
All right. Go ahead and give these a shuffle. So I can get set up for that one.
There we go. And I think, yep, I emailed Phoenix, so he'll hopefully get that. And then he'll join and we'll be good to go. So, meanwhile, while we're waiting for him, But yeah, that's the king, and then let me grab out that other jack here. Let's see.
Yeah, when you get like I said, when you get the gimmick, go ahead and get out the rest of them.
Yeah.
Just so that way, like I said, I can show you.
Yeah, something like that. I had to check something.
Oh, looks like it's here possibly. I see one person in chat. Hello to the one person in chat. And so he probably clicked on the link now. So.
Oh, I don't see it at all.
It was on there. I'm not sure if it's. I think he's already gone. So.
He must have popped in, popped out. I don't know.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, the link's already up there, so he should be able to click it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if I can find another jack I've been talking about. Alright, let's see. I know I showed it to you the other day, and it's like I just opened this brand new pack from the same thing. So I'm like, well, it should be in here.
Well, maybe the second one didn't get it. Like each one got a different gimmick, maybe. Oh, you found it? Alright. So, it looks like it actually has a backing on it. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So it looks like the rest of the cards. I'm sorry. It looks like a 10 of clubs or something.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. That's that card, but this is the regular card.
Okay, so what you're gonna do with that is I'll go ahead and show you this trick. It's but what you're gonna do is gonna be a variation of this trick. Okay? It's gonna be with that same card. But let's go ahead here. You could see right here I have all the 4 jacks. You can see there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4, right? All 4 jacks?
Yep.
Straight to the top of the pack. And actually what we're going to do with them is we're going to spread them out, and we're going to leave one on top because this is a heist. Yeah, this is a heist. I'm just going with the original story. This is not my story. I have a Bible story. I'm still working out the kinks still. But each of them go down into the bank, and they're trying to rob it. One stays on the roof for lookout, though. All right? You see that? It's nice and fair. And so they all go into the deck, but the top one notifies police are coming. Police are coming. The one of them trips the alarm and everything, and so just like that, 1, 2, 3 come back to the top of the deck and meet with the first one right there.
So that's kind of like Jackson Robbers.
Yeah, Jackson Robbers. That's actually I think what it's called. But what you're gonna do with this routine is you're gonna do that exact routine, just not the same story if you don't want to. But if you do the same story, my idea would be to say something about the fusion of the 3 with the 1, of how the one on the roof didn't get caught. Yeah, you can see the one on the roof didn't get caught, but as you can see, these 3 did, because they are now together. All right. And so what you're going to do with that is actually you're going to set this up that way on purpose. And so what you're going to do is you're going to put your gimmick on top. Oh, okay, there you go. I saw your camera went black for a moment. So what you're going to do is you're going to set this up in this pattern. So obviously just those right there, your 4 jacks. All right, and then you're going to set your gimmick face down on top of this. Okay? And actually, you're not. You're going to place it under these 3. Take off 3 cards, place your gimmick there on top of that. And so that way, when you get this break back here for these 3 cards, you're going to take these, put them on top, do your routine of however you change it with those 3 cards, of however you change out those 4 for those 3.
Yeah,
and so same thing there.
The gimmick on top, and then those 3 on top of it, right? Or do you place the 3 cards on top?
Okay, so you take your jacks out and the 3 cards, any 3 cards out. Okay? And that's where you place your gimmick, and then 3 cards, and then your jacks once you start the routine.
Okay, so gimmick, 3 cards, and then the jack.
Yeah, and then the jacks. And so then you're going to run through the routine, saying, okay, watch, I'll place 3 of them in the deck. Yeah, I'll place 3 of them in the deck. And I'll leave the one on the top. The top one's going to be the lookout. Yeah, he's the leader. He's the leader of the group. And then you push these in, or you have a spectator push them in, however you do it. And they're in the deck. And so then you say, well, if you you get through your routine, you show that all 4 of them individually have come to the top by flipping over like you see this here, and then you produce the jacks off the top, and that's where you take your gimmick, which is right here. That's your next card. You're gonna take that, stack these, and sorry, lost my train of thought here. Actually, you're gonna do your Marlowe tilt move. You're gonna do your Marlowe tilt move. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take that, do your tilt move, and say, yeah, they work together as a team, blah blah blah, or whatever your story is. They work together as a team. But of course, the leader is the smartest one of the group, so he doesn't get caught. But the rest of them do. And when you push that in, it's already done. The trick is done. Everything, they're clean. And then you say, well, when they get caught, they all get put in one cell together. And there's your gimmick. And the leader gets off scot-free.
Mm-hmm.
So you get it?
Yeah.
How the gaff works? Okay. So what you're gonna want to do with this though is because you got to make sure this is your leader card. Because when I was looking at the gaff yesterday, when you held it up to the screen, it was not the only one out of the 3 that was not there was your Jack of Spades. So you got to make sure your Jack of Spades is the lead card, and that he's the only one that doesn't get put in the same cell. And you can just produce that however you want, as long as it's the top card right there. Or if you want to load it to the bottom, you could do that too if you know how to do Hot Shot. I don't know exactly how to do Hot Shot, but it's where the card is taken from the bottom and then shot out of the middle. And that would actually probably even leave you more clean than before, because then you could just actually, instead of doing a Marlowe tilt move to put your jacks away, instead of doing the Marlowe tilt move, you could just shove these in here wherever and say, here, watch this. Since they all got caught and the leader didn't, they get pushed into one cell block. Yeah, one cell block, all caught like so. Push them back in, and you can show this fairly as they're being pushed in, and then do your Hot Shot. Oh, you still there? I think his camera cut out for a minute.
All right, am I back? I think we're good.
Yes, you're back now.
Awesome.
Wonder what happened.
Hey, yeah, I wonder what happened. That was weird. Hey, this is my close-up map from Doug.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's the guy, Patrick, the one Doug was talking to us about.
Yeah.
He actually, I met Patrick, and I'm actually, you know what? I would, do you know how to share? I know you actually might know how to share your screen.
Not on. You can't do it on a mobile device, unfortunately.
Oh,
You can only do it on a computer.
That's okay. Because I would, I think, did I send you those pictures?
You did it in your community tab, and I saw it there. Remember, you sent me the email.
Right. Ah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, but yeah, those are Alex Boyer. He was one of them. There's I forgot that other guy's name. There's another
Eric
guy
Leclerc.
What?
Were you saying Eric Leclerc yesterday? I think you were having trouble saying his name.
Yeah,
Eric that he would have been cool to see.
Yeah, I think I did see him.
He would have been cool to see for me. I didn't know the whole Canada group was coming. I call them the Canada Trio. Is Chris? Hold on, give me a second. It's Chris, Alex, and Eric are the Canada Trio, is what I call them, because they even did a show together up in Canada, and so that's what Ow. All right. That's what I was thinking, though, is that they were all three going to be there. And I'm like, no, I don't see anything on the other two pages, so I don't know. And then, so that's actually kind of cool, though, that they end up being there.
They shocked the crap out of me because the one Alex was literally right behind me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Alex. And that's how I found out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You should have asked him if Chris was going to be there, because since they all know each other.
Yeah. Unfortunately, today I was gonna go, and then my parent didn't really want to feel like driving all the way up there because it's an hour from our house. But plus she looked really tired yesterday, so I'm like, well, we'll just have fun anyway. Fun this morning by going to Barnes and Noble and picking out that Shinlin deck, which I'll show you. Actually, I'll finish up the effect I was showing you. If I can figure out.
Oh yeah, the fading card.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll take that the card here. We'll take that 10, place it roughly on the bottom. I say here, yeah, something like that. We'll take the 10 of hearts. I think that's good, something like that. That should actually do that way. All right, if we go like this, we'll rub it together just like so, and it vanishes just like that. But the really cool thing is that I like about it is it comes with a blank, regular blank, and then it comes with a double-sided faded kind of card. So there's like more faded back, more sides like almost faded. So that's one of them. Regular 10 I was using and everything like that. But the effect is like this, where you'll do a force, so you're gonna do a force on them. But he was showing in the video that he did a slip force. So he did a slip force, and then he did all the stuff. But the slip force is like, actually, I'll show you here. So the slip force is basically that he did. I'm not going to show you the slip force because you probably already know what it is.
It looks like looks a little something like this. Say I want you to have the 5 of clubs. Say I want you to have the 5 of clubs. Riffle down, stop at any time. Oh no, not this card. This card. Go ahead and take a look. Right, that's the slip force.
But yeah, that's a really neat way that he showed it. Another way the setup that he showed, if I can get my camera to where I'm not sure where Phoenix is, but hopefully he'll show up eventually. And if not, I'll just tell him that I ended it, but that's okay. Or I might go live with him, or not live, but I might hang with him when he gets a chance. All right, so the way that he set it up was you want to have the less faded card facing that way on top like this, and then he kind of showed it with the blank card on top of it like that. So the blank card goes top, and then after that he just placed the regular 10 on that way, and then he did the slip force. He did the first force first, and then he grabbed it out like that, showed 10, handed them out, or let the spectator look at the cards and everything. But he kind of did this way where he made the top card that's face down kind of like go to the back. So he kind of went like this by taking the card, he pushed it up with his thumb, trying to keep this card in place, and it kind of pushed the deck a little bit forward. But he didn't do it in front of them. He just kind of, you know where I'm getting from that?
Yeah,
like
it was a pass. He
over
passed the
by
card.
the side.
Yeah. He passed the card down.
Yeah. But when he did that, all he did is after he did that, he did that, and then he said, well, I'm going to go and place the... Because now he's in this setup where there's one card, that card that he just did the pass or whatever you're just talking about. After he did that, he didn't show the setup, of course, because that's what you're not supposed to do. But he just showed that 10, placed it on the bottom, or had them placed it on the bottom or whatever. And then he flipped it over saying, we're going to take your card. And then he got ready for the break to do the change. And then he went like that, showing, oh, it's faded. And then he shaked it as he turned it. And then he showed it got less faded. Now, the one part I was going to ask you about is, how do I hide, after I do that, how would I hide the blank card? Would I go like that way and then palm it into 11 or Tenkai palm, or how would I get into that?
Okay, hold on. You're going to have to show me that again, your camera. Yeah, your camera was moving a little slow, so you're going to have to show me that again real quick.
So I would like, how would I palm, like, would I palm it like that and put the
deck
down, or...
Alright, so if you move a little slower with it, it'll not lag through it. Sorry, I'm trying to see it. Alright, so if you go through the move one more time, I should be able to see it. If you just bring it a little closer to the camera and then move a little slower with it. Alright. And okay, you're in frame. Oh, left on accident. It's alright. Yeah, I can show a little something while he's gone. Show a little something. Wow, he's gone. Alright, so we got this here. Got all the cards here. Just a wave over the deck. That 5 of clubs I was talking about earlier actually reappears. It reappears when we come around the side here. When we come around the side is when it happens. Yeah, there's the 5 of clubs right there. See it straight through. Of course, if we place it back into the deck like so. Oh, cards are starting to slide. Watch. There's my camera. Watch. We place it back into the deck like so. See straight into the cards. Yeah, of course, all we gotta do is snap. And it rises, actually. Oh, straighten up some of these cards. It actually rises back to the top. Yeah, not only does it do that, though, it's when we place it in the front, it happens too. Watch, you can actually see that go in. Right there. You can see that go in. But of course, it still rises to the top. But of course, one more time, we can place this in, like so. Wave our hand over it. That didn't work. Wave our hand over it. And it rises straight to the top. We're just waiting on Alex. Alright. I guess I could show something else while we're waiting for Alex. Alright. So, one of my, someone I used to know, well, actually, no, I still know them because they're my family. My family, we play cards sometimes, or we would play cards. And so when we played card games, they knew I was good at card handling. And so when I would shuffle the cards, they would actually, they would take all the clubs out. Yeah, they would take all the clubs out and fairly shuffle them in because they knew that's what I would use to win the game. And so they would shuffle them in like so. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna shuffle them in and restart. Restart, yeah. That's what we're gonna do is restart this whole trick. Alright. So just give the deck a cut. Like so. And we're gonna start from there. Okay. So my family, they would actually just take all the clubs out. That's all they would do is take all the club cards out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and last but not least, number 13 are Jack of Clubs right there. Of course, they would take all these out in hopes that I would win. But of course, they still let me deal. Yeah, when they let me deal, something, well, quite literally magical happens. It's not that I'm cheating or anything. They cut the cards as much as they want. They shuffled them. They continue to cut the cards. They actually each cut them, and there's a four-handed game. There's four members in my family, including me. And so they each cut the cards, and then I cut them too. Yeah, I cut them too. I mean, all this is rearranging the cards. So we asked the ghosts in our house to give a cut anywhere they wanted. And they did some small cuts, some big cuts, and they actually did a cut for each of us also. So one for us, one for him, one for her. Oh, yeah, one for him, one for us, one for her. And what are we looking for here? And so I would look through the cards, and something actually quite literally magical would happen. As I would mix around the cards, I would move them to different spots. If I dropped one, I would just find a different spot and place it there. Yeah, that's all I would do. Is I would take this, and then I would deal for us. I would deal us to a four-handed game. Yeah, because see, there's one of us right there sitting right here, and then one of us sitting right here, and one of us sitting right here. And so I would just deal out our game like so. And of course, I've already been dealed the clubs, and so I would just be holding on to those because they think they can't win. They think they can win with all the cards, and of course, they would be correct. As I would take these and give them to my favorite player. Yeah, my favorite player. Yeah, see, me and my mom would sit across from each other, and then my dad and my brother would sit across from each other too. Yeah, and I skipped a part there. I messed up on the dealing. Of course, that always happens sometimes. But right there, and of course, my brother would always sit over here on this far side, so we'll reveal his cards last. But of course, my dad's cards would always be the diamonds. All the cards would be the hearts. Yeah, it would be the hearts right there. You can see that's all of them. But my brother's would be the winning hand of the spades. You can see that there, all the winning hand of the spades. I hope you did enjoy that. while we're waiting on Alex to come back. Close this all up. Wonder where Alex is at. Let's see, more private chat. I'm back. I don't see you. Not sure where you're at. Hopefully Phoenix comes soon too. If he wants me to end this, I will. I'm not entirely sure where he went. So, while we're waiting on him, I will keep you up with entertainment. Minutely. Let's just go ahead and shuffle these together. Like so. Well, not that one. Alright. That from there. From there.
Alright, we're back.
Hey, there you are. I was wondering where you had went.
Oh yeah, I was on or a minute ago. I was just trying to figure out how my camera was working because it accidentally died on me, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh no! That can't be good.
Yeah, it always does that to me where I'll unplug it and I'll realize, oh, it's gonna die, and I'll let it die. I'm like, bad idea.
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and put my camera back where it was.
All right. So, did you see that one that I just did? If not, I can redo it. I was just doing it while we were waiting.
Go ahead.
All right. So, give me 1 second. I was setting up for something else. Let me go ahead and do that one real quick. So, while I unset up.
While you're unsetting up, I'll show you what I was talking about earlier. So when I was talking about the part where I went like this, but I'm not showing that part. I'm just kind of grabbing the card.
Oh yeah, Sorry, I forgot you were asking me a question. All right, so now that it's not lagging, before it starts again, let me see that real quick. The move you're doing, so that way.
So
that way I can see. So you're stealing it off the top?
Yeah, from the bottom.
Oh, you're stealing it off the bottom with your pinky.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know the steal technique off of that. My best guess would be Tenkai. Or it's not exactly Tenkai, actually. Because this is Tenkai. It's up like this. You see? Because when I do Tenkai, the way I learned it was from throwing cards. And you tend to throw it 1, 2, 3, and you Tenkai it. You see what I'm saying? And so where I'm thinking of what you're talking about off of the bottom, I'm not sure how that would work. Because how far up is the deck? Because I don't know how you're stealing the bottom except inch by inch.
Yeah, because this is what it looks like for the setup. If I can get the setup back where it was. All right. So let's see. Something like this. So after I do this, I show the card, give it a twist, show it, oh, it's more blank. And then when I do that, that's the part where the blank card is now switched from there onto the bottom. So that's when I want to do the Tenkai or switch or whatever to get into Tenkai or whatever kind of grip. And I know he was saying
you're pulling this away and stealing that card. Hold on, let me see if I understand this. So when you're taking this, it's in this hand, but you're giving a reason to take it over to this hand and steal it. Like so. Okay, so Okay, now that I understand what I'm looking at, I can help you with this. So you're holding it in this hand. You're gonna take this from here. You're gonna steal that with your pinky. So I just would say under the cover of under the cover of the deck, do a longitudinal palm, which is just basically it's a sideways palm. Do a sideways palm, and then what are you doing with the deck after this? Because you're gonna have a weird angle.
You just after you do that, then I guess he showed that you do this, and then you kind of come back and show the card after that has completely faded. So it's from here to like here you do the palming, and then you show into that move that it you kind of palm the deck, rest of it, get rid of it, and then you show it's completely faded.
Okay, so you set the deck down, right? Is that what you're saying? Hold on, I think you're going out first.
Oh, there we go.
All right. So, you said you set the deck down?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you set the deck down, you're in longitudinal palm. What you're gonna do is you're gonna just basically, while you're in that sideways palm, which is this, it's just the palm but sideways. You're gonna take it, curl your fingers, and rotate it with your thumb. Pull that either one into Tenkai, like this. Oh well, no, you can't go into Tenkai because Tenkai's up here. So, I mean, you can try and go into Tenkai from here. This is where you're gonna end up, really, is in between your thumb and pinky. So I wouldn't say Tenkai. I would probably do something like the Cliff Green Phoenix Aces move. So